Hey, what's going on, guys? It's around lunchtime right now. I'm just waiting for the call of death from the mechanic to tell me exactly what's wrong with my car and how much it's probably going to cost me. See if I want to even do the fix or what. I don't know yet. But it's around noon, so we're going to make some lunch. So this has been my staple the past few days just because it's super easy and good macros. So we have like 12 ounces of chicken here, a cup of white jasmine rice, and a half a cup of pinto beans. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's and a little bit of that spicy and sweet and hot mustard or whatever. And it's gonna be good. It's very, very filling. So I'm walking outside right now. You might think that's weird. Well, actually, you don't even know the background story, so I guess you don't think that's weird. Normal people walk, right? But the place I brought my car is literally a 2-minute walk from my house. So I'm just walking to go see what's up in my car. Amazing news. He said he's almost positive that what I have wrong with it is something BMW recalled for my car model. So that means if BMW recalled this, then it's gonna be completely free. So yeah, guys, I mean, hopefully that's the issue with my car, because then I won't have to pay for anything. It'll just be taken care of since it was a recall on the fuel injector of my model of my car. But you know how dealerships are, always trying to lie to you, always trying to deceive you and get you the worst deals possible. So I'm sure they'll try to find something to charge me for. I'm just gonna say no. But yeah, right now I'm off to the gym to hit some arms. Also, guys, I do not think this 8 a.m. upload time during the week is working out. I'm just not getting enough views on my videos that I upload during the week in comparison to the weekend. So during the week, I'm gonna upload at 11 a.m. and then randomly at like 12, at like noon on Eastern Standard Time, just to kind of test things out, see what works better. But on my weekends, I still upload at 11 a.m., so you guys already know that. Maybe I'll just make it one consistent every day of the week, 11 a.m. But I don't know, I gotta test some things. So for the next week, I'm gonna only be uploading at 11 a.m. and noon. So after today's vlog, just do not tune in at 8 a.m. anymore. 11 a.m. and noon only. So it's gonna be randomly. I'm just gonna like watch my stats and then pick the best time and let you guys know what's going on for that. But gotta go hit some arms now. I'll see you in the gym. So guys, I could not record my workout. It was way too crowded. Like one of the most crowded times I've ever seen in the gym. There's no way, there's nowhere to put my camera, nothing. And I was gonna do cardio out there so I could talk to you guys, but there's way too many people out there. And I came to the theater room. They have this TV ultimately too loud. You can't even see me unless I'm holding up my phone light. Super annoying. I want to do a cardio chat, but I have like no options. So I'll just talk to you guys when I'm done my cardio. Didn't want to record my workout today anyway, just because you've seen a lot of workout footage lately, but yeah. All right, guys, so I found a light. However, you will have to deal with the noise of the treadmill and also the noise of this dumb little Netflix show they're showing. I understand the concept of theater room, but when I can't turn it off, it makes me mad. I'm the only one in here. But what I wanted to talk about was mind-to-muscle connection. In my opinion, the most important thing to learn when you're lifting weights, besides like form and avoiding injuries and stuff like that, mind-to-muscle connection is going to allow you to maximize the results you're going to get from any exercise you're doing. Reason is because you're able to connect to your muscle, the thing you're supposed to be working, a lot more, enabling you to basically enhance the performance of your own workouts. So, ways to do this. Number one, you have to go and consider the fact that time is the number one commodity in this mind-to-muscle connection talk. It's absolutely the most important thing is you have to realize it takes time to learn mind-to-muscle connection. But that doesn't mean you just sit around and wait for it. Every workout you should be trying to figure it out even harder, trying to learn it more, trying to get better at locating where your muscle is and how you're supposed to be feeling it while you're working out. I also forgot my tripod, so this is like hard. I have to like hold the camera. Two major things that help me a ton, besides the fact that just over time you learn more. One is simply to practice posing, regardless if you're competing or not. Practicing posing as a bodybuilder, as a men's physique competitor, it's going to help you squeeze and kind of control your muscles much more. You're gonna learn how to squeeze your muscles to bring them to where you want while you're posing, and you can apply that in your workout. If you learn how to flare your lats to hit a front lat spread, you're gonna learn how to flare your lats when you're doing an exercise so you can squeeze your lats harder, that kind of thing. Another thing is touching your muscle as you exercise. When I do calf raises, I like to kind of tap my calves. Just that finger connection to the muscle allows you to kind of just feel it much harder and think with it more. And mind-to-muscle connection is essentially just thinking with the muscle that you're working, picturing it in your head, and knowing its primary function. It's very important to know the function of the muscles you're using. For example, Your chest is mainly to bring your arm across. If you know that, you know what the purpose of your body is in that area, and you're able to squeeze it harder. Simply performing exercises are not gonna get you the results you want. They'll get you some results, but when you figure out mind to muscle connection, learn how to squeeze and isolate each muscle that you work so much harder, you're gonna get so much better results a lot faster. Another thing to do, stop ego lifting. Don't lift too heavy. Go for hypertrophy rep ranges, 8 to 12 reps, 12 to 15 reps for some exercises. Go for that type of rep range. That's gonna help you mind to muscle connection, find that a lot more than if you're just doing like a set of 3 or 4 or 5. When you're lifting lighter weights, you have the ability to contract and focus much more, go slower, be able to like be one with your body and feel the muscle you're supposed to be working, versus if you're like powerlifting and just ripping stuff off the ground, you're not gonna be able to feel your muscle as much as you would if you were just slowly isolating it. I also recommend doing a wide variety of exercises. This is going to allow you to figure out exercises that help you feel your muscle much more. And then once you find those exercises that your body responds well to, then you can just manipulate them and abuse those exercises in your favor so that you can learn mind to muscle connection faster and then apply it to all other exercises for that body part. It's very simple to develop mind to muscle connection. Number one thing is you have to realize it takes time. You can't just learn it tomorrow just by going out and trying. You have to be constantly practicing it, every workout, trying to get better at it. Practicing posing and flexing immediately after you exercise so you feel where the blood's flowing and stuff like that. Reevaluating your form, fixing your form, getting better, knowing that you're doing something a little bit wrong, you're feeling your lat pull downs and your biceps instead of your lats, etc. And then practicing posing just generally 20 minutes after your workout. When you get better and more kind of like one within your body, you're going to be able to feel your exercises much harder when you're in the gym just from practicing posing regularly. Tap the muscle as you work it. If you have a workout partner when you're doing bench press or incline bench, get them to just kind of like tap your upper chest a little bit. Trust me, it helps. It sounds weird, but it helps a lot. And constantly change your workouts up. Do a lot of different exercises, figure out what works best for you. One last thing I'm gonna recommend, which some people might disagree with me or what, try to eliminate some dumbbell and some free weight exercises and switch them to cables. So let's say you struggle with mind to muscle connection on biceps. For a week or two, just drop out all dumbbell curls, or at least less volume on dumbbells, switch to cable. Cable is constant tension. It's going to allow you to really squeeze a lot harder, and you're gonna get that enhanced mind to muscle connection. Same thing with like back. If you do a lot of like bent over rows with a barbell, switch to something else, switch to stuff with cables, and just do that for a few weeks, and you'll learn it better. The constant tension that has on the circuit machines and cables really helps a lot. And then one last thing, try a lot of unilateral exercises. Bilateral exercises, kind of just meaning when you use both hands at the same time, that kind of cuts out a lot of potential for your mind to muscle connection. If you do them one arm at a time, you can get that extra squeeze and focus on each side individually. Hopefully that helped. I know 95.999% of people probably struggle with mind to muscle connection just because it's such a hard thing to learn. I would say the hardest by far are lats and shoulders. When you get really good at those things, you can learn how to just individually just flex them. Like if I'm just standing still, I can flex my delts. It's just something you learn over time, how to feel. Don't get discouraged if you can't feel anything. Just keep practicing, keep practicing. And like I said, the most important thing is it takes time, but don't think time is just like wait for it. It takes time by practicing every day, and then eventually you'll get it. So never stop practicing, never stop trying to get better mind to muscle connection. Even if the body part's solid in that area for mind to muscle connection, try to get better with it. But that's it for today. Honestly guys, I feel like it's really hard for you to even tell that I'm on contest prep. That's getting in the way of the light, but trust me, I'm still competing. They just haven't really fully announced my show yet, so I just don't know when it is, or even if they're doing it. I might have to pick a different show around that same time. I don't know yet. But yeah, guys, when I get more lean and closer to the show, like I would say maybe like 10 weeks out or so, then I'll really start to hammer down this like contest prep kind of daily series where I just like show you like the grit of contest prep and how hard it is, and I'll give you some tips and how I make it easier and stuff like that. But until then, I don't even feel like I'm dieting, so I haven't really talked much about like this deficit and this cut, but trust me, I'm still getting leaner and stuff. Like I said in the last video or a few videos ago, I'm right around where I was before Vegas. I just don't know my weight because I keep forgetting to get that freaking battery for my scale, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. All right guys, I have client plans to make tonight, like 4 of them, so I have to get on that and then edit this video, so thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, see you tomorrow.